Cathaoirleach, and congratulations to yourself in acquiring the role as Cathaoirleach, and I look forward to working with yourself. And to the father of the house here to my right, I think it is actually a title that will suit Senator Wilson very, very well. To all of you, I really look forward to working with each and every one of you. Some of you I know already, and some of you I look forward to getting to know. My career to the Seanad has been over the last 11 years. I have worked in local authorities, I've worked in opposition for 5 years, I have been in government and served as a minister, and I am now honoured to have been appointed by the Taoiseach to the role of a senator. For some of you who might not realise, but I had also my career fulfilled in banking. Long before that, I had served 25 years working in banking. I chose to leave that to go and work in public service. The reason I chose public service was I didn't believe that it actually showed us all that I could be that politician, that I could be that female, that could be the single parent that could actually take on a role, that I could actually bring about the change that impacted me on a daily basis. So while in opposition, I spent 4.5 years where I did 13 pieces of legislation, and throughout the last 5 years, I've seen some of them come and be enacted. That's where local authority females can now, for the first time, actually take maternity leave, but in the past they had to produce a sick leave. We know all about it here in the Oireachtas as well, where members couldn't actually avail of maternity leave, they would have to avail of a pairing system. And it was all through the houses of the Seanad where this legislation got its final passing and its approval and its scrutiny that it's so well needed. The Gambling Control Bill, myself, Jim O'Callaghan, Jack Chambers wrote it back in 2016, the Gambling Control Bill. We've seen that pass last year. I also seen what has happened in childcare in relation to my work when I was in the lower house back in 2018. And it was always down to collaboration, engagement and consultation. And when you have those pieces, with the most important piece of all, respect, you can achieve anything. Any mountain can be climbed, but unless you have collaboration, consultation, engagement, and the respect of all, that is the only way we can bring about change. And that's the one thing about this House. It is that we leave politics outside the door and we work for the betterment of delivery and scrutinising and working together to ensure that that can happen. An important statistic that I want all of you to take on board. As a former Minister for Disabilities, 2005, the Disability Care Act was passed. Since then, not one minister who has ever held that role has ever been re-elected. One will have to ask why. So during my next term, I do look forward to working with each and every one of you to ensure that people with disabilities, persons with additional needs, that we actually embrace the pathway of how we can support our local authorities, because they do need the tools to talk exactly to what Senator Bradley spoke about, to ensure that they have the tools to actually have the demurs, to ensure that they actually understand how they can use their funding to ensure that we can actually have compatibility in our structure, in our environment. Because sometimes disability isn't just the disability you have, but it actually is the built environment that disables you more. So that is my final contribution, Cathaoirleach. I look forward to working with you and look forward to working with each and every one of you in the years ahead. Cora Mahagat.